A very good morning from WKAZ,
A very good morning
80s
from
and 70s
WKAZ,
radio.
80s and 70s radio.
There's something I've been thinking about lately. From my days in high school. I had a science class and the teacher was also like a coach and a gym teacher.
He was, I believe he was the wrestling coach.
Is what he was.
I don't know.
He seemed to know all the wrestling athletes, so I figured that's what he was. I'm just guessing here. But you just kind of have... I mean, you could kind of guess how he handled the science class. It was kind of like just winging it every single day. And I wasn't in the smartest class, so it was one of those as well. And it was fine. I mean, it was easy. But I remember this one time we were going to watch a movie. You know, when you watch movies at school, and it's the most exciting because it's like you're basically just watching a movie. You either learn something or you don't, but it's really just like it's a do-nothing assignment. And it usually lasts like a week. Of course, that depends on the movie and depends on how long your class is and how much you actually want to spend time on it. Usually that's the teacher's decision, just to see how much time they can spend. But we were on the subject of rocks, like different rocks. I can't even name them because that's how much I didn't pay attention in class. I just remember the sedimentary rocks is like pebbles and stuff. I just don't remember the other ones. That's how much I didn't pay attention. But anyway, we watched the movie Armageddon, which he wanted to show us because he said it was about rocks. I mean, it is, but it's just about a giant rock that's heading towards Earth. Now, if you think about that movie, it's not really, the most kiddish friendly. I mean, we were teenagers, so like we can handle it. But like the way how sometimes schools are just really sensitive about things. It was just really weird because they just kind of talked about the rock. They didn't really get into much about what it's made of. It was just there's a giant rock, which pretty much suits and makes sense for what our teacher did because he just pulls out rocks out of his desk and says, "Hey, let's pass these around and just take a look at them because they're just different weird looking types of rocks I found outside in the parking lot." I'm actually not kidding about that. He found rocks in the parking lot, brought them in, and decided to show them to class. That was our teacher. So, but that wasn't... I mean, that was weird, and it was kind of the I don't care type, something I took that he didn't care like that. Or he really just was an idiot, but I don't think he was that big of an idiot. But here's something that sometimes... I mean, I feel like I remember other high school teachers doing this, but I don't, except for this one, is that he didn't have the DVD for Armageddon. He didn't have anything for Armageddon. So he went to YouTube and typed in Armageddon movie. And if anyone who is on YouTube, which is almost everybody, is that sometimes they'll have parts, like little clips of movies, like a couple minute clips. My teacher found like all 18 parts of Armageddon, the whole movie, not just clips, the whole movie from beginning to end. Somebody on YouTube decided to cut up the movie Armageddon and just post it so people could watch it. What I don't understand is how the YouTuber got away with it, because even using like a second of that they got to have permission, which they most likely don't. So how do they even get away with that? But he got away with it at least for 1 week, maybe a week and a half, because that's how long we watched the movie. And the YouTuber probably got away with it way longer than that. It's probably still up there. Can't remember the YouTube channel's name, but it's probably still up there. So I thought that was pretty funny too. But my thought was, my teacher has got to be like in his 30s, like no younger than 28, but no older than 38. in that range. And one of the thoughts I had was, if this guy is as old as I think he is, how does he not have Armageddon on DVD already? I mean, my parents have it. They're old as hell. How does it... Did he just... I want to see his DVD collection because that would amaze me. And I guarantee you the movie Armageddon is hidden in his DVD collection somewhere, and he just didn't know he had it. I mean, that movie's old enough where DVDs were still a thing, and they were just buying them left and right way before streaming services came around. So it had to be there. Either that or he was really, he was on a Blockbuster kick and saw it on Blockbuster, and that was one of the movies he did happen to return. That's another thought, too, is that if you never returned a movie or video game, or because I used to rent video games from Blockbuster, but anything you rented from Blockbuster and you didn't return them, well, there you go. Can't get you now.